Welcome back to the Cyber Street Journal, the podcast dedicated to tracking the mergers, funding, and strategies shaping the business of digital defense. I'm your host, Mike Hoosh. Today, we are looking at some significant capital movement in the sector, including a major acquisition, several key funding rounds for AI native startups, and the emergence of a new investment model that is explicitly tying national security to investment strategy. Let's start with the big M&A news from this reporting cycle. SentinelOne has announced plans to acquire Observo AI in a deal valued at roughly $225 million. This acquisition, announced in September 2025, is a combination of cash and stock. SentinelOne, which is primarily known for its endpoint protection solutions, is making this move to significantly boost its SIEM and data offerings. Observo AI, a California-based company, developed an AI-native data pipeline platform specifically designed for DevOps and security teams. The platform manages the vast amounts of data generated by security tools, using AI to filter that data, reduce its volume, and speed up incident detection and response. This allows for fast and seamless data routing into SentinelOne's AI SIEM or any other destination, according to CEO Tomer Weingarten. It's clear SentinelOne is doubling down on AI infrastructure. This $225 million Observo AI deal comes just 1 month after the company also announced the acquisition of Prompt Security, an AI security firm, for an estimated $250 million. Now looking at the bigger picture for the industry, M&A activity remains robust. Analysis shows that more than 400 cybersecurity-related mergers and acquisitions were announced in 2024 alone. And even looking at the current year, 2025, the M&A tracker already lists more than 280 deals to date. The consolidation of data and AI capabilities is clearly driving these transactions. Shifting gears to the startup world, we saw 2 substantial Series A and Series B rounds close recently, both emphasizing AI-driven solutions. First, Resistant AI, a financial crime and fraud prevention firm based in Prague, London, and New York, has successfully raised $25 million in Series B funding. This brings their total capital raised to over $55 million. This investment round was led by DTCP, with additional backing from existing investors like Experian, GV, and Notion Capital. Resistant AI, founded in 2019, creates sophisticated document fraud detection and transaction monitoring models that use AI to connect documents, transactions, and behaviors to spot complex financial crimes, including money muling and generative AI document fraud. CEO Martin Rehak highlighted that the financial crime landscape has fundamentally changed due to the deployment and weaponization of generative AI by fraudsters. Resistant AI intends to use this new capital to expand its threat intelligence capabilities and bring its offerings to new markets. On the Series A front, we have Realm.Security, a Boston-based cybersecurity startup that emerged from stealth in September 2024. Realm.Security just announced raising $15 million in Series A funding, pushing their total raised capital to $20 million. The round was led by Jump Capital. Realm's core offering is its Security Data Pipeline Platform, or SDPP, an AI-powered platform designed to integrate and manage security information from various sources. The company says its approach accelerates investigations and helps organizations improve resilience while reducing costs, arguing that security data has become one of the most expensive and complex problems in enterprise IT. This new funding will be directed toward accelerating their product development and market expansion efforts. We also saw other activity, including Hyperbunker raising seed funding, SafeHill emerging from stealth with $2.6 million in pre-seed funding, and Matters.ai raising $6.25 million to safeguard enterprise data. The takeaway is clear. Investors are heavily backing targeted AI-focused solutions, particularly those that address data complexity and financial fraud. Finally, let's look at a fascinating new player emerging from stealth, Born Defense. This firm is proposing a fundamentally different model for investing in national security technologies. Born Defense describes itself as an investment issuer, which Richard Craven, their CEO, explains is fundamentally different from a typical venture capital firm. VC firms are technically a fund, with their primary focus being on money and return on investment at all times. An investment issuer like Born Defense, however, creates the investment, usually shares in the client company, and sells those shares directly to interested investors, making those investors part owners focused on long-term performance. Born Defense's mission is explicitly national security, focused on improving access to funds for firms within that sphere. They assert that the world is currently engaged in a forever war in cyberspace, a continuous conflict with shifting targets and no defined endgame. Their credo, however, is based on the just war doctrine, an ethical framework for when and how nations should fight. Richard Craven explains, their mantra is about pulling technology historically developed for the military and agencies, sanitizing it, and commercializing it for broader use. They are actively trying to plug a gap in credit and funding for small and medium-sized enterprises, SMEs, in the defense space using trade finance. Ultimately, Born Defense asserts that if they achieve their goal of supporting companies waging this just war against aggressors, the phrase military-grade security will cease being merely an optimistic marketing claim and will become an accurate statement. This is a really distinct approach, blending investment strategy with ethical defense principles. The common thread running through all these stories, the Observo acquisition, the funding rounds for resistant AI and Realm.security, and the mission of Born Defense, is the rapid integration of advanced technologies, especially AI, into defense and financial security infrastructure. The market recognizes the critical importance of effective data management and cutting-edge fraud prevention in what many now see as an ongoing global cyber conflict. The dollars are flowing to firms that can deliver clean, structured data and sophisticated tools to combat threats escalating due to the weaponization of generative AI. That's all the time we have for this edition of the Cyber Street Journal. Thank you for tuning in.